Ciao! Boy, do we have a treat for you. We're going to take you Christmas shopping, show you inside our home, make Alfred's mother's Angelloti Christmas cookies, and so much more.
These cookies were so delicious that I didn't want to eat them. I wanted to nail them on
I
the
had
wall.
to fight you off of them. What are you talking about? He
They
kept
were great.
sneaking them in.
They were
Anyway,
great.
I have step-by-step recipe, but first, let's go to our stop, one of our stops, Bricoman, for some Christmas shopping.
Andiamo.
Every year, this gets bigger and bigger with even newer and newer items. Always spectacular to come here. Let's see what's in here. The elves. I love this time of the year. So festive, just puts a smile on my face. Imagine having this in your home. That is beautiful, beautiful nativity scene. Maraviglia! Bellissimo, buongiorno.
He's one of our best Yumi and Sicily clients. Every time we come in here, he stops us and he tells us how much he enjoys our products.
This is one of the most elaborate scenes I've seen in a long time. Look how big this is. And so all the different professions are represented. Botti. Here's the pane maker. Baker. Where's the pizza maker? There must be a pizza maker somewhere. Ooh, what do you suppose that guy over there is doing? Oh, I found him. Here's the pizza maker. And look at the kids playing. Spezie, so those are the spices. You have Timo up top. And then curry, pepperoncino. This one's cutting the fighi di India. Making the lemons. Well, that's a good addition. What else did you get?
New cups.
We do not need any more cups.
That's me, so I'm going to buy it for myself and boss you around. But look at this. This is the best thing. What is it?
Oh, my measuring cup. Good idea.
Thank you. Oh, see, what's good for her is good for her, but what's good for me is not good for her. What are you going to do?
Oh, look at this, Al.
These are the little animals. Look at the little. This is for the manger scene. I never knew there was porcupines in there. Pigs, porcupines, deer, foxes.
Oh, look at this one. So interesting here with all the scenes. They have all the workers portrayed as well.
Great one. There's a nice, beautiful one right there. They don't fool around when they do Christmas manger scenes around here.
This is $399 for this. $119 for the smaller one, but look at the intricate work. All of these. Now, if you want to put together your own nativity scene with all the professions, you can buy single ones over here. Now we're on the hunt for Mrs. Claus because we have a Mr. Claus. We need a Mrs. Claus. Let's see here. Look at these guys.
Those are reindeer.
Oh, they're so cute.
Those are reindeer. These are elves. What's the name of that kid that's on the shelf? Shelf on a.
Oh,
elf
yeah.
On a shelf?
Alpha, yeah.
Yeah, these are Italian elf on a shelf. You get them and you throw them in the fireplace.
Oh, that's pretty. Let's see. These or those?
These are nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Let's get 2 of these. cookie jars. That's cute. Or something. Oh, that's cute too. Sparkling silver and blue. Oh, that's beautiful. This is a brand new section. I've never seen this. All the Buddhas. That's an awesome bag. So Bricoman is the place we come to when we need something for the house, the bathroom, all household things. Also for the garden. Look at these testa d'amore. Our entire house is going to have this motif. Next, I'm going to show you what's inside our house after we check out. We got these guys on the wall in this room. And we've got these two over here in the living room as well. This is a work in progress room, but here's what we have so far. Christmas tree with all personal items from Hungary, from Sicily, from United States, with Sicilian, Hungarian, American, all types of beautiful things. This is handmade from Hungary. Alfred's mother made that. Here's my cello. Something I made, a sled, in 1982. This guy's from Hungary as well. And here's Babbo Natale. This beautiful Advent candle holder is from my aunt in Hungary. Then we have this nativity scene from Ottobrata. Alfred got it from Tre Castagni. Here's Alfred's liquor collection. And that's not even all of it. I had to put some of these down here to put the Christmas decorations. I gotta show you this. See this right here? Alfred made it. It's the new holder for the camera. And we sit right here. Usually we have the Yumi in Sicily and the lemon and the grapes over there, but it's been raining. So we pushed the table back and took the equipment off. But by the time you're watching this, we've already reconstructed the set. It's been raining on and off. And here, ladies and gentlemen, is what our set looks like when it's reconstructed. Table's back, computer's there, balance.
We can push it back. Not going to fall over.
So the set that you're looking at right now that we're filming from, it's been a work in progress. And I have to tell you that you do a great job taking just everyday things around the house and making it into a functional thing. And good job, Alfred.
It's all about balance, Munster. It's all about balance. But let me say one thing, too, okay? I got a kick when we went to Bricoman. 3 of the employees there came rushing up to me and to you, but mostly to me, because they recognized us. Now,
well, actually, this has been crazy.
She gets recognized now because of our program. At a supermarket, walking on the street. Didn't some lady just come up to you late recently?
No, that was at the supermarket. But when I'm touring, in Taormina and Cefalù and all the places, people do come up and say that they've recognized us. So that's been very cool. But to know that Sicilians and, our neighbors are watching it, not knowing us beforehand, was very cool. But
I had 3 clerks falling all over themselves, helping me to pick stuff out.
They're like, we follow your channel. We follow your channel.
It's hilarious.
Anyway, so I got to talk to you guys about the cookie recipe that is next. So, as many of you know, Alfred's mom hand wrote some of her recipes, and we've shown a few of them. We did the lobster sauce. And this year, it just got something in me. I want to start recreating some of the things. So, The Angelloti cookies, Christmas cookies. You probably have heard of them as Italian cookies or something. I'm going to show you step by step, and I'm going to take her recipe and do half of it. Now,
Half the quantity.
Right, because I knew the first time wasn't going to be perfect. The third time was the charm. So I'm going to show you what it was like at the very beginning, and then just follow with me. But by the end, I got it just down. Practice makes perfect. I'm telling you.
May I say something about the Angelotis? There are two different types of cookies, okay? The Angelotis are made different way. My mom used to make it the same way that they used to make in Castagni, which is a very light cookie. It's not the one that's looks like a little snowball. That's another one. That's another what do you call it?
Angeloti.
Batter that you want to do. It's thicker. It's almost like the same batter with the S cookies.
I have a feeling that Angeloti's like caponata. Everyone has their little recipe.
That's for sure.
The Angeloti.
And you know, I mean, she used for flavoring almond, and she used also lemon zest.
No, I only use vanilla. Vanilla and fresh lemon.
Oh, okay. So, but other people use almond. Other people, there's a million different flavors. I remember towards the end of my mom, she used to get creative and even made chocolate ones, believe it or not.
Yeah. All right, let's go into our kitchen. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe I did it. Well, actually, yes, I can, because I don't give up on stuff. For my first attempt at this, I'm just going to do half the portion. So instead of 2 eggs, I'm going to use 1 egg, half a cup of sugar, half a stick of melted butter, half a cup of milk, mix all that well, and half of 3.5 cups of flour is 1.75 and 1.75 teaspoons of baking powder, and of course a lemon. First thing to do is beat an egg until fluffy. We don't have a machine, so we use this. Okay. Next, you want to add the sugar, and here it goes. The butter. Half a cup of milk. Okay. Flour is next. We added the flour. Next, we've got the baking powder. Polvere lievitante. Okay, she really doesn't have how much vanilla extract to put in, so I'm just gonna be pretty generous because we like it tasting vanilla-ish. It says beat well, and then we have the lemon.
Well, it's beginning to look like something now. I don't know exactly what it's supposed to look. Pretty good.
All right, I'm preheating the oven to 475.
All right, now we're doing the lemon. Squirt it right in there. Don't make it too lemony. But you could.
It says a teaspoon of lemon.
Yeah, that's good. Wait a minute. Now, at this stage, my mother used to let me taste it, so I'm going to see if it tastes any good. Not bad. Not bad.
A little bit more lemon, a little bit more vanilla. What do you think?
A little bit more vanilla, but no more lemon.
Okay.
Some people, use a mixer.
Of course.
But Eszter is trying to recreate the old-fashioned way that my mom used to do it.
This is the way
a fork and a spoon, and that's it.
This is the way my mom does it to this day.
Yeah.
I got the baking sheet, and what you want to do is get a spoon, place these little guys half an inch away from each other because they're going to grow, remember. I think my mom...
Just don't pick your nose.
I think my mom and your mom would have gotten along perfectly.
God, Eszter, if these come out, I'm going to be very happy with you.
As opposed to...
Expect a little something extra in your paycheck.
9 minutes. You have to watch them very closely.
Okay.
I think I need to put a little bit more flour in the second batch. These are flowing into each other, so we'll test it out. Exactly 9 minutes. All right, well, the color looks good at least. Now you have to let them cool down a little bit before you put the glaze and the sprinkle. Batch numero 2. Looks like I was able to make another 8 over here, so a total of 17 cookies, and I put a little bit more flour so you can see they're not as runny as the first. 9 minutes. Okay, now for the glaze, I have 2 cups of powdered sugar. I put an entire one of these in there. A pinch of salt and 3 to 4 tablespoons of cream or milk warmed up. And I'm also adding some zest to taste. So the second batch is in there cooking after I added a little bit more flour. And I'm also going to put some lemon juice.
The whole thing.
In the whole bag, okay? Yeah. Oh, shoot! Honey, look. I think the icing will save them, though.
It looks
look
like
at
chocolate.
That. Next, I'm going to put the glaze on. A little bit on, this one, the oven was a little bit warmer. I looked a minute before, so 8 minutes in, and it was already too brown.
I think you have to just keep, because that,
it looks good. It's just a minute too long. I'm going to smush them around like this.
That's good. That's good.
This
Plenty.
is a
Yep, now let it go ahead.
Perfect consistency for the glaze. Here's attempt number 3 to get these cookies perfect. And I added the exact same ingredients. I don't mind telling you guys, I'm a little bit nervosa. It took them out exactly 9 minutes later. Let's see. Yep, the bottom is cooked. Yay. This is my second confectionery sugar with lemon and vanilla extract mix for the glaze. And as you can see, it's a little bit thicker than the first one. All right, how does it taste?
That's perfect. That's exactly how my mother used to make it.
I don't mind telling you guys, I was pretty nervous on this third batch, but I followed the recipe exactly, kept it in exactly 9 minutes, and they came out perfect. It looks perfect. Look, honey.
What's everybody else going to eat?
Alfred ate the entire other 2 batches. Okay, basta.
Mom, you did a good job. Eszter, you did a better job.
So 3 times is a charm, and I have to tell you that I'm much more of a cook. I don't like to measure things. I just like to put a pinch of this, a pinch of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but you have to measure it when it comes to baking. Even though I love science and math.
I bought at Bricoman a measuring cup because the thing is that everything here is in grams. All right? Am I right? Or in milliliters. It's not in ounces. It's not in pounds.
And neither is that measure, so I had to look it up.
What?
That measuring, because your mother had 3.5 cups of sugar, 3.5 cups of
metric.
flour.
It's the
and I
old
had to
metric
look
system.
it up.
Yeah.
100 grams is half a cup. So there you go.
Okay, so that's something we learned today.
Anyway, very excited to have had that. Now, we're going to have a little bit of Alfred and his thoughts a little bit later. But first, let me tell you that next June of 2023, we have a tour of the west coast of Sicily, that there are some still open seats, so make sure you sign up. Palermo, Monreale, Castelmare del Golfo. We go to Segesta. We go all over the west coast, especially in the province of Trapani. So check it out. www.youmeandsicily.com is the information.
Our May trip, our grand tour is completely sold out.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have June open. We have 4 or 6 spots left on the June trip because that's usually a smaller one. And then, of course, we have our famous October trip back on the East Coast.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Back in October.
And then in addition
Other
to
than that, we're available for tour consulting or for private groups. I have to tell you, in September and October of this year, that's some great family tours, customized, extended family also. And those are very special because they're centered around visiting an ancestral hometown. And that's an experience you don't want to miss.
Listen, before we go, Eszter, I have to say one thing, all right?
Wait, we're not going anywhere. We still have to go to Acitrezza. Let's go to Acitrezza,
Okay.
check out daily life. Ciao from Acitrezza. Just got my hair cut. So I'm going to take you around, show you what the locals are doing. Of course, the men are sitting around solving the world's problems, and we're the women, well, they're at home working. No, seriously, I'm going to show you a hand-painted boat that is just gorgeous, and yeah, check this out. I'm just walking around Acitrezza, and I stumbled upon these guys just discussing life.
A mangiare assieme. E noi
Tanto, a me non mi interessa. Io ti so a chiamare, che c'ho un salario minimo. Dai, non
Anyone understand what they're saying? I heard the word mangiare. Now I want to show you this boat. My friend Giovanni painted this. I haven't seen the finished product actually. But this is just beautiful. Look at the intricate work even inside. Fantastic. It's early December and a beautiful day here. Giving you the weather report as I'm showing you the boat. Oh, that's beautiful. And here, one street up, they're playing cards. Always playing cards here in Acitrezza. Buongiorno. Che sta giocando? 3-7.
Lui è il capo.
Io qua non ce n'ho più.
He's the boss.
Neanche io.
And then a few steps away, they're also playing. Buongiorno. Che sta giocando?
Eszter.
Hey, ciao. He's a guy from Nespolo. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
3-7?
Con morto.
3-7, sì.
Amico. Disco 3-7. Vuole giocare?
Sì, I want to play. A tu? Piace giocare?
No, io non so giocare.
Arricchio manca Pierino.
Look at the cards. Non è scoppa.
No, disco 3-7.
3-7. There's also scoppa.
Disco 3-7 perché manca Pierino.
Sì, questa come chiama?
Uva Barbarossa.
Dolce senza
Buonissimo.
semi. Dolce. Grazie. E poi
Maritata. Basta?
sì, perfetto, sì.
La italiana sa la
With every food, they discuss what recipe to use. The woman just asked about these potatoes and how to cook them. Giorno. Let's see what's for fish. Questo baccalà o stocco? This one's the stocco. Yep, the salt's already taken off with here. Capone. Wow, 28 a kilo. That's pretty good. But that's the catch of the day. And I think this will be my final stop. Buongiorno, Nerino. And he's cooking up a storm. Salsiccia. E poi?
Salsiccia, polpette di cavallo, involtini.
Oh, that's horse meat. Involtini, rolled meat. E poi questa?
Cipollate? No, questi sono involtini rossi. Cipollate, cipolle e olive.
Oh, with potatoes, olives, and onion.
Pistacchio e formaggio.
Prosciutto, Philadelphia. Wow, formaggio. And look at this. Look how good this is. Buono.
All right, this is the first episode of the quintessential Elfridge. Little observations that I'm going to be making every so often. But you know, Esther's been working really hard recreating my mother's recipes. And I'm very proud of her, and she's done a great job. I mean, really, all the things that she tries, and she keeps on working at it, you know, until she gets it down, because that's how Esther is. But my mother wasn't always a really good cook. She really wasn't. Because she was so busy, when she was in her 40s and her 50s, she was so busy doing her interior decorating, sewing, and stuff like that. Most of the stuff was burnt, okay? Most of her cooking was burnt because she'd put it on the stove, forget about it, and then come back. As a matter of fact, truth be told, growing up, and this is one of my fondest memories of my mom, I always thought that in the morning when you had toast, you had to take the toast over the sink and scrape it because it was black, okay? Because she would always burn the toast. Remember, in those days growing up, when I grew up, the toast didn't pop up. It stayed down. It stayed down, and then you had to kind of put it up when it was cooked. I always thought that that's how you had to cook it. You burnt it and you scraped it. And truth be told, again, My first toaster that I bought in Sicily when I went to the market, the shopping place to buy one, I bought one. They had them for $10 that didn't pop up. And my first toast that I made, I intentionally burnt it just to get the smell of burnt toast in my kitchen. That's my first installment. It's a little story about my mom, but it's always in my head. Ciao.
We're getting a cup of coffee now after all the errands. Alfred came and picked me up, and I want to show you guys this bottle of grappa that is just
A spout here.
unbelievably beautiful.
Glasses there, a spout there. €230, about $250. Here's another.
That's a beautiful. That's $400.
$400 for that. Mamma mia.
Mamma mia! And look at these. Look at the Christmas one.
The Italians know how to
Chardonnay.
make bottles. I'm telling you that much.
That is
Another bottle
one
there.
remarkable display here at our coffee place.
This is just Jack Daniels.
This is Jack Daniels.
Well, Jack Daniels and Sicilians get along
It's getting
mighty well.
really,
Ooh,
really
look at that.
popular.
They have Jack Daniels Fire. That's the one with the cinnamon.
And here we are getting our caffè macchiato. Buongiorno.
Prego.
Sylvia knew our entire order as I approached her.
Oh, because we've been coming here long enough. Look at your vecchia romana over there, Alfred.
It's right there. See?
Interesting. Jägermeister. So there you go. A little peek at our coffee place. 2 quick deals for you. Romane.com. Beautiful jewelry inspired by Roman and Greek jewelry from the period. You will get 10% off if you put in promo code You, Me, and Sicily. Chris is a friend of ours, and she's based in Rome, and she teaches archaeology at John Cabot University. The next promo I have for you is www.winesfromitaly.com. Free shipping if you put in promo code You, Me, and Sicily with $200 of wine and more from Sicily, Italy. Doesn't matter where you buy it, but $200 purchase. Put in the promo code You, Me, and Sicily.com. No, You, Me, and Sicily. Senza.com.
I heard a lot of people, Eszter, have been ordering the wine online because we've been getting lots of comments about it and thanking us about that. That's a good deal. You know, to ship $200 worth of wine, you're probably saving $30 or $40 in the shipping costs alone. So it really
And
is
we
a
can
good
attest
deal.
that some of those wines, especially the ones from Sicily, are great because we did an entire episode on them. All right, so we had a little bit of a hodgepodge of a show for you, a little goulash. Like how you get that in there. A little mix of shopping recipes. And so I want to know which topic do you want to hear more from? Of course, we're here, so we're happy to bring whatever you want to see more of.
Today the frost is on the pumpkin. It's the beginning part of December. It's chilly outside, so I have on Berwick Academy up in Berwick, Maine. Their sweatshirt, hoodie, which is super warm, by the way. And I want to give a shout out to my granddaughter Rose and Johnny, who are both students there.
Bravo.
That's all I wanted
By
to
the
say.
way, don't forget the merchandise. We have merchandise down below. We have sweatshirts, we have aprons, we have bags, we have all types of things. T-shirts. Our friend Hank just sent me a selfie with his T-shirt on it. So good quality. Check it out.
That's great.
Thank you for spending this time here with us. And we'll see you on another video of You, Me, and Sicily. Arrivederci.
Sabanadiga. Grazie.